Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, man.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the toss. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pitch it. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Chanticleers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll toss it. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the pitch. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical than pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Kennesaw State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They're trying to get to it. Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Grab behind the line. It's McLeod. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. The give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. He wants to throw. The short hands, it's McLeod. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll set up to throw. He wants it all. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And he makes the extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. Moving past the 25. Oh, look out! Running inside the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better somewhere.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. On the option. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. The option look. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's still 3rd and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something.
Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you run those routes, those crow routes, just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. 1st down.
And he could not get loose on the run.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds his man. It's Ashley.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
The clock has stopped, and we reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We move move the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Now the toss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the Bears pick up and a first down for this offense. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Running. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he is loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, shot to clear.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Slater. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Bunch formation for these receivers. On second down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's Ashley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quarterback moving. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but
He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Hudson. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
He'll pitch it. On the move at the 30. Open runway ahead. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lets it fly deep downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Looking deep. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Coastal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I this offense, man, staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Kennesaw State right back to work.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that run back in the game.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The play action fake. Wide open downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The pitch. And he's knocked down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You still go see, or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation.
He'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Using his legs, it's Ashley. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On a little time, lets it go. And that pass intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, shot to clear. What? This defense with the pick 6.
Supposed to breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. from the gun, wants to pass. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. They'll try to pop the draw. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's looking to throw. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up run and that running game?